Hey guys, welcome back. It's another day. So Saturday I picked up the stock steering wheel that was originally on this car. I had sold it to a guy who has a Legacy as well, and he never ended up putting it on his car, so I just got it back from him. But when I was looking in here, it looks like the screws are actually still inside as far as I can tell. So I'm going to start by taking off my steering wheel. I mean, like, this is really all I have to do as far as that. And then I just have to take the hub off, and then I'm going to start trying to put the steering wheel back on and see like what I'm missing and what I need to do. So I've got my Allen keys, and I'm going to start taking off these little screws and then try to get the stock one on. So first of all, I have these little Allen head screws, so I just need to loosen all these up. Okay, so I got this off, so now I just need to get a ratchet and get this bolt off, because this is the bolt that holds it on, so that when I'm driving, that's what's like basically the hub of the steering wheel, whatever. So I'm gonna go get the ratchet with this size, whatchamacallit, I can't think of things today. And then I'm gonna take this off and then try to put the stock steering wheel back on. Okay, so I got my ratchet, and I'm using an extension just so it'll be easier to kind of get off, so it's not like right here against my hand. I'm using an 11/16, and then the hub will just come right off like that. Okay, now I'm going to stick this on. So I'm going to take this little nut. Okay, so the middle part's kind of wiggly, but it's not that big of a deal. The horn's not gonna work. I didn't realize that I clipped all the disconnections. I thought I left the parts that like clipped back together. So I'll have to let the guy know that like literally nothing on this steering wheel is gonna work. But if he wants to change it out, he can. I'm gonna start the car.
Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth connected.
Alright, so that's that for the steering wheel. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to move my car into the garage. Okay, so now that I've got the steering wheel on, I'm going to move my car into the garage. And I'm going to start taking off the vinyl, so like the flowers on the side, and then try taking off the vinyl off the trunk. And then either tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to clean up the inside a little bit and take out like all my personal belongings out of here and kind of like make it sellable. But besides that, yeah, I'm just going to move my car in the garage now. Vinyl flowers off the side of my car. I'm not going to park all the way in because I need to have room to be able to actually take them off. Alright guys, I just got home from work and I almost just slipped on the ice. I totally forgot to record the taking off the emblems. It's just really easy. I just held the heat gun against it for a little while until it got hot, and I just peeled the letters off, left the tape on obviously, and then I started working on getting the wrap off the spoiler. Now I just need to actually remove the spoiler and take it off the car so I can finish unwrapping the underneath, and then take off the wrap off the whole entire trunk. There's my little pile. So that's what I'm going to work on now, is just trying to take off the spoiler. Hopefully everything goes well. So to take off my spoiler, I just have to get underneath this carpet really quickly. So I have all these little clips, and then I have like my little tool to take them off. So I'm gonna take the carpet off, and then so right underneath here is where the spoiler is bolted on, and it's held on by a rope just in case, from what I learned today, just in case if it were to come unbolted, it wouldn't fly off my car. So I'm gonna work on taking this off and then get the spoiler off. Okay, so I pulled the carpet back. It's not necessary to take all of the clips off. There are also a couple clips on this plastic part that holds onto the, whatever the fuck that thing is called. So the bolts that are holding it on is this and this, and then this rope is what holds onto the spoiler so it doesn't fly off. So I just need to take out those bolts, and then I should be good to go. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I actually have to take this bolt out too, because it's holding onto the rope right there, and the rope is actually connected to the spoiler. So I just have to loosen this bolt off. If you have a Legacy and you have a spoiler, do not loosen this one off because it's holding onto the trunk. And if you take this one off and this one off, it's going to take this, it's literally going to detach the trunk from the arm. Okay, so I ran into a dilemma. I was trying to get the bolt out from there, and the socket and the bolt came detached from my wrench, and it fell down there somewhere in here. So yeah, so I got the socket out. I didn't get the nut out, so I just got a replacement. And now I've run into another dilemma. Apparently this is also connected to the spoiler, so I am trying to get this unclipped, and for some reason this clip wants to hang on for dear life. So I'm trying really hard. This should be an easy 5-minute job, and it's turned into a half-an-hour job, and I'm about to lose my mind. Okay, so I finally got the spoiler off. It took me a good, I don't know, like 15-20 minutes just to get that stupid clip for this wire disconnected. So now I'm just going to take my heat gun to remove the rest of the purple off the spoiler, and then I need to just remove, and then I just need to remove the purple off the trunk. And then because the guy wants to keep the Spec B emblem, and of course I have to put the Subaru emblem back on, I'm gonna have to go get some double-sided 3M tape. I also got a boo-boo. I was using a tiny flathead screwdriver to try to get that clip undone, and I jammed it in my thumb. It stopped bleeding now, but my literal blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this car now. Alright, so I've moved on to the trunk since I've completely unwrapped my spoiler. I'm gonna have to admit, I thought this was gonna be a little easier, but because it's so cold and the heat really only stays long enough for me to pull up it like piece by piece, this would be a lot nicer if I was like in a shop and I had like one of those big like heater lamps and I could just hold it onto it for a while. But I'm just slowly working it off, and then I'll be done with the vinyl. Alright guys, the vinyl is all off of the wing, or the spoiler, and the trunk. every last bit. And there's all the scraps just all over the ground. It's currently 8 o'clock though, so I'm gonna move my car so I can get my grandma's car back in here since she usually parks in here. And I'm going to do the stickers tomorrow after work, and then I might do the taillights, and then it'll be all done. It's gonna be a sad day when this is gone, but on to new things.